Good afternoon, Willow Springs. I'm Ben Muirhead.
And I'm Elena Klinger.
This is Senora Biz's 5th period class, and WSMS News starts now.
This month of October has been Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and one of our own has spent the last year cancer-free.
It looks like we've gotten a facelift on the LASD websites.
And there's a facelift on our WSMS garden too. Take a look outside to see what students have done.
Saturday night marks the end of the daylight savings time.
This week has been a Dude Be Nice week. Have you been kind?
And a hero dog who helped corner the world's worst terrorist.
Only on WSMS TV News.
Welcome back. This is Willow Springs News. Happy Halloween. Ben, are you going trick-or-treating?
Of course. Let's go straight to the weather center to see what it'll be like tonight. It's been really cold. Mia, did we set a record?
We certainly got close to freezing last night. If we hit a freeze tomorrow morning, it will be the earliest freeze in North Texas since 1993, and it would tie for the 9th earliest freeze on record. We've got a really good chance at that tonight. That means it will be very cold for the football game Friday night, so bundle up. We've had so much rain over the past few days, but it's finally tapering off and it should be clear for trick-or-treaters tonight. Very cold, but no rain. The rest of the weekend and week look beautiful. Lots of sunshine, but a bit of cold at night this weekend, dipping into the 30s. By next week, it gradually warms up and temperatures should reach near 70 degrees. Nights are still chilly, dipping into the mid-40s. Don't forget to set your clocks back Sunday night. Here's Megan Clark to explain the end of daylight savings time. Megan?
Sunday morning at 2 a.m., we will move our clocks back 1 hour, giving us an extra hour of sleep. This marks the end of daylight savings time. Every year, citizens in most states of America move their clocks forward in the spring, only to move them back in autumn. But why do we do this? During the spring, clocks are moved forward an hour, which is the beginning of daylight savings time. And in the fall, clocks fall back an hour called standard time. This idea proposed that many could enjoy the sunlight after work. Yet this may have the opposite effect on people during the winter months. Kyle Branch reports.
As the seasons change, the sun starts to set earlier and come up later, which means it is darker outside longer. This can cause a disorder called SAD.
SAD stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder, and it's actually a real thing. I was diagnosed with it, many years ago, like in my late 20s.
When things become darker outside because it's cloudy, it's winter time, we have less hours of the day.
The sun sets earlier in the day, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then they leave for work in the morning in the dark. They come home from work in the dark, and there's just not a lot of daylight hours.
Bright colors can help reduce the amount of sadness during fall and winter seasons.
I still have it if I don't have bright colors in front of me. Even when it's raining or dark, I get up and I see my bright yellow curtains. One of the things that they used to tell me to do back in the day was to buy a sun lamp. So this is my happy room. It's my yellow room with all my dolls, and whenever I'm feeling that seasonal affective disorder coming on me, I just always come in this room. And
the guidance counselor here at WSMS, Ms. Bordelon, says this disorder can be helped by just simply getting enough sun. Obviously, today is not a good day for that.
Getting sunshine. If you live in a climate where there isn't sunshine, like if you were to move to the extreme northern hemisphere, say Alaska or Iceland, where there's very few hours of sunlight, there are special light bulbs that you can actually get to put in your home so that you can expose yourself to simulated sunlight.
we also have this room that we have all these LED lights, and we have a lot of comedy movie posters, and this is a great room to be in when you're starting to feel the blues.
To help fix this disorder, you must take care of yourself by getting the right amount of sunlight that you need.
Getting lots of rest, good nutrition, and making sure that we're getting outside, getting exercise, and getting at least 15 minutes of daylight outside every single day.
For WSMS News, I'm Kyle Branch.
But first, let's talk about the horrible situation in California with the Santa Ana winds returning, making it almost impossible to fight and contain the massive fires burning in the state. Nearly 1 million people without power and hundreds of thousands of acres burn from Los Angeles to San Francisco Bay Area. Take a look at the video. Interstates are closed and some people are barely making it out in time. Our prayers go out to those suffering. Across the heartland, a wintry mix race through the Central Plains and Great Lakes earlier this week. A much more powerful winter storm will likely bring swath of heavy snow over a 750-mile stretch, canceling trick-or-treat for many kids. Torrential rain and thunderstorms will drench areas from the deep south to the northeastern U.S. tonight. So it looks like we have the best conditions here for Halloween. And as many of you know, I like to garden. So when I saw how Miss Perez and her classes were updating our garden outside, I wanted the rest of you guys to know what we were up to. Here's why.
Last Friday, all 8th grade science classes had the opportunity to hear from a conservation specialist, Carol Clark, to hear about why monarch butterflies are so important to our environment.
When spring comes, those monarchs are going to move north and get ready to breed, and they're going to fly into Texas where they're looking for milkweed to lay their eggs.
Clark explains how the species is on the verge of extinction. The population has dropped to as low as 100,000 butterflies in the state of Texas. Clark says that there are many reasons, such as storms, migration, winds, loss of nectar plants, and predators.
Our own science teacher here at WSMS, Miss Perez, is also finding new ways to help save the environment by having little caterpillars in her classroom.
Ms. Perez explains that WSMS is a certified monarch way station.
So we have a special certificate that says that we have the right pollinators and the right plants for the monarch butterflies as they migrate from Mexico to Canada, and then in the fall from Canada back to Mexico.
She says even if the butterflies do not get the chance to lay eggs, they will still help the species.
They'll be good for other things. An example she gave was if a baby bird or a young bird ate one of the butterflies now, they would realize that it didn't taste good. So when that bird goes to the spring, they will know not to eat a monarch butterfly.
For WSMS News, I'm Megan Clark.
Thanks, Megan. I love how the garden is coming along. Nice job on that story, garden girl.
And great job to our football and volleyball teams this year. Hard to believe the seasons are over, but basketball, swimming, and cross country are gearing up. Here's the sports crew to fill us in.
Football's last game of the season on Tuesday proved to be exciting. 7th and 8th graders took on Rockwell Williams. 7th grade Red went into the last game with an 8-0 record and leave the field with an undefeated season.
The final score of the 7th grade Red team was 19-0, bringing them to a record of 9-0. The Black team also won 27-6, and the games were stopped due to thunderstorms. Here's a recap of the game tonight.
Top Tick here with Ben Adams. Ben, you guys had a really good season. How do you think you played this season?
We played great, but we can always improve.
I'm Chloe Smith here with Lennon Droopy. Now, Lennon, this was your final home game here at WSMS. So how do you think your overall team played since y'all ended the season undefeated?
You know, we were 9-0. We were a good overall team. You know, we had some close games and some blowouts. So I think it was a great season.
And how do you think you individually played?
I think I played good. I could have probably thrown the ball better at the end of the game, but it's whatever.
Thank you.
Eighth grade Red team won 38-0 2-8 and finished with a record of 7-2, and unfortunately the black team lost 20-6 with a finishing record of 6-2-1.
The Lovejoy High School team had a game last weekend against Lake Dallas. It was a great game, and the Leopards pulled out a win of 28-26. Sadly, one of Lovejoy's top receivers, Luke Mayfield, suffered a high ankle sprain.
A-team volleyball had their district tournament this weekend. 8th grade was here at WSMS and 7th grade was at Rockwall Heath High School. 7th grade lost in the second round and got 4th, and 8th grade lost in the finals and got 2nd place.
Both 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams had great records this season. Here's video of the 7th grade last game put together by Chloe Smith.
I'm Micah Heron here with Ella Varner. What was your favorite moment at this game?
I think the last moment of the game, because I knew we had the potential to win, but they were kind of getting in our heads. So whenever we scored that last point, that was the best moment.
I'm Micah Heron here with Taylor Bradshaw. What did y'all feel like you had to improve on the third set after you guys lost the second?
Our first touches were pretty good in the first set, but then the second we just kind of bailed on them.
Since this was your last home game here at WSMS, how do you think your team played for the whole season?
I think we did really well overall because we made it out undefeated.
I'm Chloe Smith here with Caroline Topshake, and Caroline, y'all won your final game of the season, so I just want to know some of the thoughts that are going through your head after you were undefeated.
I was really nervous at the beginning because I didn't know if we were going to win or lose, but towards the end, whenever we played really good and stuff, I got really excited because knowing we were winning at the last set in our last game, I got really excited.
Hi, I'm Ron Streeter here with McKinley Side. What was your favorite part of the game tonight?
My favorite part of the game was whenever we all got a touch on the ball, and it was a great rally.
All right, thank you.
Basketball tryouts are this week, and the players will find out if they made the team here in the next few days. That's it for local sports. Here's Kyle with your national sports.
This week, the Houston Astros came back from 2-0 against the Nationals to have a 3-2 series lead, but last night the Nationals won Game 7 at Minute Maid Park. A rare occasion happened in this World Series as neither team had a home game win. In college ball, SMU is nationally ranked and undefeated for the first time since the death penalty in 1987. From 1981 to 1984, SMU owned the best record in college football. They have an American Conference showdown Saturday night against the Memphis Tigers. LSU takes the top spot in the college football rankings, making Alabama second, Ohio State third, and Clemson fourth. TCU upsets Texas 37-27, taking the Longhorns out of the top 20. Cowboys are back Monday night after a bye week and played the Giants. The Cowboys managed to break a 3-game losing streak against the Eagles with a convincing win of 37-10. That's all for national sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kyle. And now for our top story. President Trump announces our special forces take down the world's worst terrorists in Syria, and a top dog helped corner the coward. Here's Nolan Novotny and Claudia Lindenberg with the update.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, one of the most wanted terrorists in the world since 2010, died in a U.S. military operation in Syria on the morning of Sunday the 27th. The Pentagon says special forces also killed a possible successor to al-Baghdadi during a joint operation in northern Syria with U.S. and Kurdish forces just hours later. President Trump tweeted that there was a military dog that was a major help in the process of locating Baghdadi. According to CNN, the Pentagon still has U.S. military forces in Syria even after Baghdadi's death to protect the Syrian oil fields from ISIS.
General Motors workers across the country voted for a new contract bringing a 40-day strike to an end that stopped automakers' factories in the U.S. last Friday. 4,000 workers in Arlington approved the deal, and some production could resume on Saturday. This deal includes an $11,000 signing bonus, and 3 General Motors factories in the U.S. will close down.
The History Center of Olmsted County in Minnesota is celebrating Halloween by pulling out all of its most scary toys for a creepy doll contest. The museum is asking social media to vote on which of the 9 dolls is the creepiest. This is Molly, a doll from an old TV show, Big Comfy Couch. Many people are scared of her. Could she possibly be more scary than the 9 from the museum in Minnesota?
I doubt it.
I agree. The scary dolls from the museum are some of the scariest dolls I've ever seen. That's it for Headline News. Back to you guys.
When we come back, we talk with breast cancer survivor Miss Caraway, see what's going on in our school garden, and find out how to combat gossip and how to be nice. That's when we come back.
Welcome to Entertainment. Today is our last day in October, which means Breast Cancer Awareness Month is almost over. One of our staff members, Miss Caraway, is a breast cancer survivor. McKenna, you got to sit down and talk with her.
Yes, I did, and what's so amazing is that she wanted to get back to teaching as soon as possible. Let's look at her amazing journey.
This month is October, and October we wear pink to raise awareness for breast cancer. One of our teachers, Miss Caraway, recently beat breast cancer. On her door there are pink streamers to represent her beating breast cancer.
About the same time last year, Miss Caraway went in for a normal routine mammogram and found out she had a lump and it was cancer.
First thoughts was I thought that breast cancer was something that ran in your family, and I don't even have cancer in my family commonly, so it was pretty surprising to find out.
Fortunately for Miss Caraway, her surgery was successful and now she is cancer-free. Miss Novicki, one of her best friends, also a WSMS teacher, was able to support her through the entire process.
I was very scared. I have a family history of breast cancer, so I've had 4 aunts, my mom's sisters that have had it, and 3 of them have passed away from it. So my family's actually had the BRCA gene analysis to see if it is genetic, and luckily for my family, it's just some crazy coincidence that 4 of her sisters have had it because we do not carry the BRCA gene. So my first instinct was fear, and I didn't want to show her that fear.
You still have this little voice in the back that's like, it could come back at any minute, you know, even though they tell you you're cancer free. It's like, oh gosh, I feel a lump on my arm, or I feel this way, you know, is this possibly the cancer coming back in another part of your body?
She has been breast cancer free for a little over a year now.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited, and excited that she wasn't going to have to pursue even more treatments and stuff after her surgery. She's just so strong, and I have such amazing respect for her and how brave she was battling that.
For WSMS News, I'm McKenna Adamson reporting.
That's such a great story, and to have her back with her best teacher, friends, and family makes it easier to accept what happened.
Indeed. Next Wednesday is our first career day. Many 7th graders don't know what it is. Catherine Smith explains.
We have career day so that our students have an opportunity to visit with professionals from careers that they may not be aware of or careers they may be interested in to find out what it's like to be a doctor or a fire chief or an architect or a physical therapist.
Counselor Ms. Bordelon says we have many diverse careers available for students to learn about.
Well, besides the ones that I just listed, we have a media technology specialist coming from Google. We have someone coming from the automotive industry, 2 presenters from the education industry. We have multiple people from the healthcare industry. We have a dermatologist, someone from the medical examiner's office, real estate professional, just to name a few. Career Day is on November 6th from 10 o'clock in the morning until 12:50 p.m.
Ms. Bordelon enjoys seeing students involved with people who've come to share what they do.
I just love seeing our students engaged with these professionals, asking questions, getting to experience careers that they may have been interested in before or maybe didn't even know existed. Go with what you think you might be interested in. You're going to select 2, and then we're going to randomly select 2 more for you. So if you think that you're really interested in the medical careers, then you may pick 2 in that field, but we may pick 2 for you that are outside of the medical field so that you get to experience something that you're not even aware of, and it may lead you in a direction you didn't know about before Career Day.
Ms. Bordelon hopes students will be receptive to new ideas.
Oh, I just hope that students come with an open mind and come eager to learn about different careers and different professions, and that they have a good time.
Catherine Smith reporting for WSMS News.
We had a little outfit change to get into our Halloween spirit.
I hope you like it. And last Friday was our second club day. Here are some cool clips from the afternoon.
It's actually a good idea.
Shake it, then make your way down. Cook it over 8 hours, really low temperature. Break down those mixtures.
The way your fingers fit my thumb will find my wrong side. The thick fine is true. The road we're on is attractive. It's sunny I want it's big and long Welcome to social media. Recently, Lovejoy ISD just redid the district's entire website. Not only did the district change the look to their website, but they also launched a change to each campus's website too. Here's WSMS librarian, media specialist, Ashley Barr with more details about the facelift.
So you may have noticed we have a new website, and it looks very similar to our old website, but we just kind of wanted to modernize it, make it look better. Everyone in the district had theirs kind of refreshed, and we'll be adding more pictures and more information soon.
Lovejoy ISD isn't the only website that looks different. Our online school newspaper, Leopard Life, also received a facelift. The editors have a tab that has links to all of our sports highlights and announcements. Hey Kira, are you going to rewatch our announcements?
Of course, and I think everyone else should too.
From October 28th to November 1st, WSMS is partnering with LHS and SEIS to promote kindness with a program called Dude Be Nice. Throughout the week, students will see and participate in activities that promote kindness. On Tuesday, everyone went to a presentation about the program sponsored by the PTA.
The Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday celebrated on November 1st and 2nd.
The Day of the Dead is a celebration of our loved ones that already are gone. So we take a minute or those 2 days to celebrate them, to enjoy or remember what they like.
Students in Spanish class are making altars to their loved ones. So tonight we want you to be safe. Here are some tips while trick-or-treating. Number 1, put your cell phones away unless you are using it as a flashlight. Number 2, cross the street at corners. Look left and right when crossing the road. Number 3, always stay on the sidewalks or paths. Number 4, watch for cars turning or backing up, and don't dart out into the street, especially between parked cars. And lastly, if you are mature enough to be out without supervision, stick to familiar areas that are well lit or go in large groups. That's all for entertainment. Back to you guys.
So today is Halloween, and we asked you what your favorite part of Trick or Treat is in this week's edition of News or Snooze.
I'm here with Owen and Kevin. What's y'all's favorite part about Halloween?
Trick-or-treating. Getting candy.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I'm being a bunny. Same.
I'm here with Hayden and Nathan. What's y'all's favorite part about Halloween?
I like candy corn.
What are you going to be?
I think I'm going to be a bunny.
What about you?
Getting to go around the neighborhood and meet new people and the candy. And my Halloween costume is me.
Thank you.
That's it for announcements.
Have a good day, and remember,
Leopards roar as one. Roar.